Page 28, Jingle Bells. 4/4 time. It's got one sharp. It's either in G major or E minor. Well, let's look at the end. You're ending here. That's G major. So it's in G major. It's close enough. Right hand at the beginning. You have a C sharp and a D. 2 and 3. Oh, that's got to sound like Jingle Bells, I guess. It's got an 8 VA above it. So now we're going to take it up an octave up here. And there's staccato, just a light wrist staccato. And then the second measure, they put in an LOCO. They don't need it. Once the 8 VA, the dotted line goes away, it's automatically where it's written. Loco means where it's written. Next measure, 8 VA again, rest, and then back down where you were. That's the introduction. And then the song starts down here. You got rest, you can move. Here. Reach up. You're in this position. Now, thumb comes up. Now you're going to reach up again. I like to use second finger on the F sharp. You can use thumb if you want, but I'll use second. And then here. You can lift up between the phrases, although in the second line on this page, to me that's all one phrase. To me that's all together. And then you can lift up, and again, lift up again, and then you do all that wonderful stuff again. Top of page 29. The first measure is legato, but then second measure is staccato. It's 5/4. The first 3 beats are staccato. And then you connect it. There, so be careful on that. And then the next measure, they're saying 1, 2. You don't have to do that. You can come down here and just bring the 2 down to get the A. And you don't have to cross the thumb. I don't cross the thumb, I don't have to. That's fine. We can do that. Second line, wrist here. Like. The half notes are not staccato, just the quarter notes. And then they're slurred. Lift up at the end of the phrase. This is all as legato as you can do it. Now they're repeated notes, so you can't do it totally legato, but do the best you can. Rest. And then you repeat that part again. Now let's go down to the 4th line on page 29. You're here. Similar to the 3rd line, except the ending part. And then the last line is similar to the beginning. You're up here, and then down here, and then up here again, and then the left hand finishes it. Speaking of left hand, for the most part, keep the left hand soft. You're here, and then a wrist staccato on the... Watch these notes. They're changing. Don't forget the F sharp. So, now let's go over to page 29, second line, the refrain, staccato. You go down and up, down and up. Third line, F sharp. And the chord, same thing. And that's pretty much it. And then at the bottom, the last 2 measures there, the left hand, when it comes in, it's a G, a D, and a G, except it has an 8 VA under it. Remember, if it's under it, you go down. So now we're down here. Here, and there's staccato, boom, boom, boom. For the left hand. Try putting them together, it's a little tricky. Let's start with the second line where they play together. You're here, starting here. Gotta hold the D down as you do these. Like so. Let's go over to the page 29 on the refrain. Here, both staccatos. But the half note is not. So now it's legato in one hand and staccato in the other. If you're doing the scales, you can practice the scale that way. Just practice doing staccato in one hand and legato in the other, and then switch it around. And it helps you to get accustomed to this, doing different things in each hand. So here and here. Keep the... See, the tendency is to want to do the same thing in each hand, and you have to fight that. So it's legato in the right hand, staccato in the left. And then the last line, you're up here, here, then here, and then the left hand. You got rest, you can move around, you work it out. Now the road map is pretty straightforward. Page 29 on the refrain, you have a reverse repeat sign there in the second line. So when you get to the end of the third line, that's the first ending. You see the 1 at the beginning of the third line. There's a 1 with a line across the whole. That is all one ending. So that's the first ending. You're going to repeat back up to the line above it and do that line again. And then you're going to skip the first ending. You've done it once. And you go to the next line, the fourth line down. That has a 2, and that's the second ending. So you do that one on this and then finish it up. That's how the endings work. Endings can get pretty long sometimes. You have to watch where you're going and what's going on. It gets tricky. This is a fun piece. You probably heard recordings. How fun you make it is up to you and how accurate you can play, because you got to be accurate. That's important here. You can have fun later. Let's be accurate first. It's here. It's in 4/4 times. You have to be accurate, so how fast you can play it makes a difference. Your fast and my fast are not the same. So, and as you get better with piano, your fast will increase. So just make it accurate, make it musical. Keep that left hand soft. We want it out of the way. It's in background. Then the last line on page 29, you're here. And the last 2 notes are soft, supposed to be. It's hard to do soft down at the bottom of the piano, but do the best you can. I like to play it with you slowly to make sure we got the right notes and rhythms and all. So I'm going to give us 4 counts. So go ahead and put your right hand up here to start. If you want to go ahead and get your left hand in place, that's fine. If you want to leave your left hand on your lap until the end of the first line and then try and get it in place, that's up to you. Just make sure it's there before you start the second line. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. 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 Rest, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, repeat. 4. 4 and 4 and 1. fourth line. One, two, three, rest. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, rest, rest, rest.